Yahushua wait, come to take the throne. To conquer world powers, bring Jacob home. I'm quarterbacking like Jake Delhomme, like Mount Rushmore. I got a face of stone.
Go ahead.
Sicarii 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Don't take your time, man. When you hear this, do it as fast as you can, man. As fast as you can. And when you hit the ground, don't stop running, man. And if you feel yourself getting, comfortable, ask the Most High to set you back on fire, man. Because that happens sometimes. A lot of times when we first come in this truth, we on fire. Our zeal's lit up, man. We Super Saiyan level blue, man. You know what I'm saying? When we join in this walk. But then we start to get used to it and we calm down. Pray the Most High light that fire again. Go on. Did he get y'all straight? He tell y'all Israelite sisters? He tell y'all that y'all beautiful princesses on this earth? You repent to keep the commandments? Alright. Hey, brother with the shirt, what's good, bro? This man got a button up, some slacks, and some slides. He's noticeable, man. Finish your present.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Make no tarrying. Sicarii 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
So don't put it off day to day. You're supposed to be doing this in season, out of season, man. Be on fire all the time. Go on.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security.
So when you think you safe and you good, go on.
Thou shalt be destroyed.
You're gonna be destroyed when you're feeling safe, man. That's why you gotta be on fire, doing what you're doing, man. You can't slack off. There's no rest day. Like how you go to the gym, you got leg day, you got arm day, you know what I'm saying? You got your big weights, little weights, your cardio. There's no off day. There's no rest day, man. What's going on, family? Y'all doing all right? Y'all can walk through. Y'all can walk through. Let me ask you a question, big brother. What's your ethnicity, man? Baptist is a religious denomination. So I take it you believe in God? Can we talk about it real quick? Why not? If I was Jesus Christ, would you talk to me? Probably so. But I'm trying to have a godly conversation with you about Christ, but you don't want to talk to me. Hold on, brother, real quick. When black people are shot in the street, do you support? When black people are shot in the street, do you support us standing up, right? You got me, but you're not talking to me, bro. Bro, you say you gotta work, you gotta make some money? Is money gonna get you to the kingdom of heaven?
God forbid.
Is money gonna get you closer to God? This guy right, hey, just to let you know, Baptist is a white man's religion, man.
That's right.
That's plantation Christianity, man. You serve a white Jesus. Repent, keep the law, statutes, commandments, or get put to death, man.
Bring it out, huh?
No, I'm gonna end it off. What you got? What you got? Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
This is Sicarii 6 and 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse.
What does this brother gotta do?
Be willing to hear every godly discourse.
You gotta be willing to hear every godly discourse, brother. See, guess what? His wife got in that driver's seat. That tell you what? She lead that family. You see? Our men are not men in this world no more. Go on.
And let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
And that's what he's doing, man. He's letting these beautiful things escape him, man. What you got? Look for Zechariah. Have you found it yet? Man, we gotta get you. Y'all got the difficult ones. Give me
A year ago or so.
First Chronicles 13.
I know, right?
You said Zechariah 14:21?
You said one last verse.
Look at Zechariah chapter 1, verse 21. Then said I, what come these to do? And he spake, saying, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head, but these are come to fray them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horns from the land of Judah to scatter it.
And that's why they said, hold on. Zechariah or Zephaniah? Are you sure it's not Zephaniah? That's talking about the horns. Zephaniah. This guy. This guy, you got Chronicles 15. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 20. At that time, when I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all doing all right? Can I ask y'all something? You look, got some allergies. You good? You okay? Okay. Are y'all so-called Caucasians?
Yes.
You are? Hey, did y'all know that Caucasians are going into slavery?
That's right.
You know that? You know that you're gonna be my slave, buddy boy? I see you got a red rag around your neck. What sect you claim, bro? What who you claim, man? This guy over here, man. Red man got a red flag. Terrific. That's cool, man. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let me see. You got it? 15, 13? No. Where you? I get them mixed up sometimes. Where's it at? 13? Where's 15? 15. Where's 15? Okay, yeah, it's 15, 13. So Second Chronicles. I get them mixed up sometimes, man. Nope. 15, 13. 15, 13. Yeah, no, you good, bro. You good. What's going on, sis? You doing all right?
Yeah, I see.
Hold up. You doing all right, sis?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you come do it.
sorry about that.
No, you good. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Oh, I'm black.
So-called black woman? So-called black woman? Okay, all praises. Do you believe in a higher power at all? You believe in the universe? Okay, so are you under the ideology of, how can I put it? You are the universe experiencing yourself? Okay, all praises. Let me ask you something. How did the universe get created? Well, is it a creation or did it make things? Okay, so you're into like string theory and things like that. Okay. Did you ever grow up in the church or go to church as a kid or anything like that? You did? Okay, how'd you feel about church? Like, because a lot of us went to church, like me for example, I went to church as a kid. It made no sense to me at all. I was like, what are y'all screaming about? This person looks like they're having a seizure. I done seen this collection plate like 5 times. What in the world is going on? It didn't make sense, right? See, that's what you mean. You need my knowledge. What we come out here to do, we come out here and teach the truth of the Bible that the church does not teach. Because what the church teaches, there's a reason it didn't make sense to us. It's because they weren't teaching what was actually written in the Bible, right? So you said that something could possibly create the universe. So a lot of times the word God is thrown in, right? So it is written in the book of the Bible that God had the world created, right? So that being said, right, there is something that could possibly create a universe, right? If one actually exists. You see what I'm saying? So watch this. No, Nehemiah 8 and 8. 8 and 8.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 8. So they read in the book in the law of God.
That's what we're reading out of the book of the law of God, which is the Bible, right?
Distinctly, it gave these sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Which is what the church does not do. Whenever you go into a church, they read what? 1, maybe 2 verses out the Bible. Then there's an hour-long story or sermon. You done fell asleep halfway through the sermon. Grandma's sitting next to you, looking at you. You might get pinched. You see what I'm saying? And then you wake up, and you get a pig in a blanket fed to you, right? That's not what they're doing in the church. They just read a few verses, make you feel good, and leave out. It's called a prosperity doctrine, right? So that being said, what's one of the things that stuck out to you that didn't make sense in the Bible? Okay. Well, how about this? Let's start with this guy right here. Without the horns and the tongue, who would you say that is? A Christian Jesus, right? Is this what Jesus looks like? Not to you. Okay. Do you know what he looks like? Now watch this. We can actually prove that, right? I want you to hold John 7:38, but I want you to go to Revelation 1. I want you to give me Psalm 82. Because you said that, the men are gods, right? Now, as a woman, what we teach out the Bible, the men are gods, yes. The women are princesses of the Most High.
That's right.
Now watch this. A lot of women say that they're queens, right? That well, some of our women they go like they say they're a queen. We can't. There's a good reason why you shouldn't understand that. Etymologically, the original definition of the word queen meant that they were a prostitute. Our women are far above that. We teach the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans we're all the same people, right? That's what we teach. Our people are the best people in the world. They absolutely are. Men, women, and children. But we are, as a collective, if we are the children of God, then we should be God, right? Now watch this. Give me that.
Psalms 82:6. I have said ye are gods.
You are what?
Are gods.
We say that you believe that we're God. What did the Bible say?
Ye are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High.
You're absolutely right, sis. That's a good job, though, brother.
Hey, I wanted to say something, man.
All praise. But what you said was on point. So yes, we are indeed God. Like I said, and the women are our people. God, right?
That's right.
Now watch this. We're gonna test this out because you said this is a Christian Jesus, right? We're gonna test this out and see exactly how wrong the church was.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Word revelation means? It means to reveal. It means to reveal, like to show, to reveal, to expose. So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Go on.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass. And he sent and signified it by the angel unto his servant John.
The revelation or the revealing of Christ was given unto his servant John the Revelator. Now let's see what he wrote. Start at 11.
Verse 11, saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
It's Christ speaking. Pretty much he's just saying, I'm that guy. And I'm the dude. I'm the man you're looking for, right? Go on.
The first and the last. And what thou seest,
He's telling John, what thou seest, read.
write in a book.
So he's telling John, whatever you see, I want you to write it in a book. So say I'm on the phone with like my insurance company right now, right? And I ask, hey, you got a pen and paper? Can you write this down for me? Is it important to me that you write? So exactly, you're writing, but it's important to me that you write, right? So this is Jesus telling John, what you see, I need you to write it in the book. So it's important to him that what's said after this. Is it important to Christ? Now watch this.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
So now it's talking about the texture of hair that Christ has. We're talking about his beard, the hair in his head is woolly in texture. What people have woolly hair on the planet? People of color, so-called black people, right? Is that woolly hair? That's true. But there's a certain thing that came with this image in particular. That, Osmo White. Hold that. She's not wrong though. That came with that image. And with the phrase, bow down or die. And that came to the Black, Hispanic, and Native man. So this image, it was. And this is a book about our culture. But going to his hair, he has stringy brown hair. Not curly hair, right? Go on.
As white as snow.
So yeah, white woolly hair, kind of like a Morgan Freeman or a grandparent. Their hair looks like a sheep, right? Go on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
A fiery passion and anger in his eyes. Does he have that? It's like a dull look in his eye. I'm gonna tell you who this is in a second. This is an actual person. Go on.
Verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is, sister? Like a penny, right? So now, are your feet the same color as your body? Pretty much, right? So if his feet are like fine brass, let's see how dark he was.
As if they burnt in a furnace.
As if they burnt in a furnace. So he's dark brown, like a Wesley Snipes, right? Go on.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
So he had a loud, but it can also be a calming voice. But it can be loud and disruptive, or loud and calming, right? A powerful. He spoke with authority. He had a powerful voice, right? Did any of what was read fit this guy right now? Well, his voice was commanding, but in an unjust way. This man right here, this guy and this guy is the same person. Who you're looking at is Cesare Borgia, son of Rodrigo, Pope Alexander VI. This was an actual man that lived. He was a pedophile. He raped his sister, killed his brother, and led many wars. He and his family commissioned a lot of terrible things, and this image, which was used to propagate rape, robbery, murder around the world, is part of it. That's what this image represents. So when you said white power, that's absolutely right, because that's what they gained with this image, white power. Because the church will teach you that Jesus is God, when in reality he's the Son of God. And that's not Jesus, but they give you this image. So they teach you, hey, Jesus is God. Then they teach you, Jesus is a white man. And then you associate God with the white man, so you worship and serve the white man. And did we not serve the so-called white man in this land in a rigorous fashion? And now so much so to a point that in this day and age, we as a every time it's about it, we as a people get gunned down, harassed, locked up by either A, so-called white man, or B, an institution by a white man. What you got? Well, that's a part of it. Of course. Watch this. Give me that. Gather yourselves together. Give me that. Watch this. You're absolutely right. Sis. Watch this. Zephaniah 21. You're absolutely. We do need to gather because our people they do fund these institutions right here. You see these institutions. Do you recognize these? So all those institutions right there were funded by slavery. Now, granted, a lot of us have access to a lot of these institutions, but a lot of us don't have the understanding that these institutions are funded by the affliction of our people. That's a problem. And of course, again, going back to white supremacy, we have the ideology that Jesus is God, white man is Jesus is a white man, so we have that association. So we try to defend the white man versus coming together and standing up against the white man. You see what I'm saying? Well, not really white men, because they're not really white. Just like our people are not really black. You see what I'm saying? They're more like a pinkish red, right? That's absolutely right. Because this is my brother right here. Extremely light, right? And then you got this guy over here. He's not super dark, but he got the dark chocolate side. You know what I'm saying? But we're all literally family. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the same people. So our skin color has nothing about it. It's about nationality, right? So biblically, you're absolutely right. Well, what if I can show you who we are? Hold. I want you to hold Isaiah 1. Give me Zephaniah.
Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together.
That's what you said, we need to gather ourselves together. Now, our blacks and Hispanics, we're people, we're hurt, we're killed, and we're locked up. We're oppressed, right? So if we're oppressed, are we desired? Not really. Exactly, we're not a desired people, right? All right, start from the top again.
Gather yourself together. Yeah, gather together. O nation, not desired.
Nation what?
O nation, not desired.
We're not desired. The Bible's telling us to do what, sis? To gather ourselves together, right? See, you have this information already in you. It was already written thousands of years ago. Your spirit is bearing witness with this. You got it? What you got? Yeah. The ox on the song.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
You said we don't know who we are, right? Hold Jeremiah 17.
The ox knoweth his owner,
So an ox knows who his owner is, right?
and the ass his master's crib.
A donkey knows how to get home. They tell us that our people come from Africa. We're not sure, right?
Egypt is North Africa. It's two types of Arabs. Arabs and Middle East. Saudi Arabia.
That brother right there with the little belt on his head, looking cool, he's a Native American. So see, and that's part of it. Go on, watch this.
It says, and his ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
A lot of people that don't know, a lot of us don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from, but a lot of times because we just grow up in knowing America, we don't even think, where did my people come from? We just know we came here on boats from Africa and we were slaves. What about the part before? Where did we live? What was our culture and things like that? The Bible is country in Africa. Well, here's the thing. What if I told you that it's right here? It's right here. What do you got? Hold that. So watch this.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself.
What's your name, sister? No, my name is Tisha. My name's Amber. So Tisha, even thyself,
shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So the Most High gave his people a heritage. Now, when our parents ourselves, we inherit their good looks, their mannerisms, their goofiness, their smartness, or the way we talk, the way we walk, how we carry ourselves. The things that our parents instill in us, right? And also, we would also inherit a land as well, right? Now, because we grew up in this land where we were slaves, we don't have a land that's our own. We don't have anyone. When they go at the United Nations, who represents us?
And it's still a football.
United States of America, right? Now, the Chinese men, they have someone from China that looks like them to represent them. Right? Same thing with the Japanese man, the German man, the Filipino man, even the so-called African man. Who represents us? Nobody, right? But the point is, we don't. But here's the thing, though, we don't have a land, or we don't even know where we can go to that's our land, right? So we as a people, we've been discontinued from our heritage. Go on.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Didn't we serve people? Now, so-called Hispanic men and natives, they were slaves and put on ships before we were put on ships. But they were put on ships and shipped out of America. Some of them, as a lot of the Native Americans, went to the West Indies. Some went all the way over to Spain, to other parts of Europe, China. Some weren't lucky enough to come back here, right? So they went to go serve people in different lands, right? Now, when we, so-called the average black man that came here, did we know this landscape? Did we know the landscape? Like, we didn't know where the creeks and the rivers were. We weren't jumping off cliffs like Pocahontas, singing to the birds. We weren't doing that, right? So read that.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
It happened to us, right? We serve people who are not nice to us in the land we didn't know. Go on.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
He's talking to the Israelites. But isn't it something that happens to us? Give me Isaiah 42 and 22. Who fills the prison system? The prison system. Who gets back in the jails? 80%, right. 85% of the prison houses are filled with blacks, Latinos, and natives, right? Now, those people groups, like right now in this land, this is called Texas, right? What was Texas originally a part of? Mexico, right? Does it belong to Mexico no more? So just like land and identity and knowledge of self, these things have been taken away from blacks, Hispanics, and natives, right? So they've been robbed, they've been spoiled, not in a good way. Spoiled just means to be taken away, right? Well, watch this.
This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
And when we've been robbed and spoiled? Go on.
They are all of them snared in holes.
You know what a snare is? So you ever see like a cartoon where there's like a little rabbit, he runs over a little rustle of leaves and he gets caught up in the trap that's coming in there? That's a snare. Snare is just another word for trap. Right? So when you go into like the hoods and the ghettos, would you say that the government putting guns and drugs in a place where people are oppressed, that it's hard for them to get a job? So all they know is, I gotta get a gun, I gotta sell drugs. And then they set their officers in those neighborhoods where they planted those things. And because it's such a hard little place, almost on every corner, there's a store where they can get cigarettes, they can go get Rillos, they can go get something to drink to be intoxicated. Isn't that a trap? It is. And in the system, we're set up to fail, right? So they're all snared in holes, meaning they're all. And what kind of music do you listen to? Okay, you a soul sister. I ain't even mad at you. Do you listen to any rap at all? Do you know what a trapper is? So what do all the rappers say they are? They're in the what? They in the trap, right? So they're all snared in holes, or they're all in the trap. Go on.
And they are hid in prison houses.
Exactly. Read.
They are for a prey.
Therefore, pray. Remember how I said they put their officers in our neighborhoods, where they put these guns, these drunk in these stores to fill us with intoxication, to hate ourselves, to set us up to kill ourselves, so that way they can do what? Arrest us, put us in jail to fill up these prisons. Read.
And none delivereth.
No one's delivered us out of this. It hasn't happened. There's many people that tried. Malcolm X tried. Martin Luther King tried. Marcus Garvey tried. Louis Farrakhan, he's not even really trying, to be quite honest with you. He's just there. But no one's delivered us out of it. We went from, granted, we're not on the plantation no more, but we have a mental issue. We're hating ourselves versus the people who actually hate us, read.
For it spoiled, and none saith restore.
And we're calling for quote unquote justice, but what's the real restoration? What exactly is going to pay for hundreds of millions of lives? There's nothing that can be done, right? The only thing that can be done, honestly, again, you hit the nail on the head. There's nothing that can be done to atone for that. So that's really the point. There's nothing that they can do to really. They can say sorry, but the Bible talks about what can happen. We can get to that in a second. Well, let me ask you this. I got you. So essentially what I'm trying to do is, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. This Bible was written by your forefathers. The church, as it was set up today, the church was set up by the same people who made this image in order to keep us subservient. They would leave certain parts of the Bible out, so that way they can teach their prosperity doctrine that feel good, so that we can have people in the church houses clapping, singing, and dancing, and give money out, and not actually know the Bible. As many verses as we read, do they do that in the church? Do they go through all those precepts and break it down like that? They don't, right? Absolutely.
You got a passport, you can't stay long.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, sister. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me do it around the corner. Absolutely. Absolutely. Accountability amongst ourselves. I got you. And instead of letting someone else do it for us. Because when someone else does it, they're being judge, jury, and executioner, right? You see what I'm saying? So Well, I'll put it to you this way. In the Bible, we can go off the Bible. When it's so-called black on black crime, black on brown crime, that's an in-house issue. So you're right, we need to take care of that ourselves. But the system is set up, this system is set up for someone else to come in and handle it. But that's where another issue lies. Now, one thing I do want to touch upon, you said something about toxic masculinity. I'm not gonna force upon you what that is exactly, but I will say this. So I would say that there is such thing as a toxic masculinity by way of our men don't know how to be men. Well, hold on, real quick. I'll put it to you like this. Are you aware that a lot of our women are going missing? And when they are found, their organs are harvested or they're completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Their members are separated. Are you aware of that? Pretty much their bodies are cut up. Dismember, thank you. Okay, so granted, yes, there is the ideology that women should reside at home. But just to be lazy at home and not doing it. Okay, yeah. If a man's not taking up his household, men need to take care of the household. I get what you mean. I can agree to you on that. I can agree. Now watch this. Let me get you one last verse. Deuteronomy 4:9.
This is Deuteronomy 4:9. Only take heed to thyself.
Take heed to ourselves. Deal with each other, right? Go on.
And keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen.
So when we go off and start worrying about things that's not concerning our people, hold that sign up. Hold that sign. We forget this happens. We forget that our brothers and sisters and our little brothers and sisters, the children of our people, are being put in camps at the border, where children are being starved to death and molested. We forget that we've been raped, robbed, and murdered. We forget that our women are being kidnapped at night by predators, right? We forget these things. That's why we need to only take heed to ourselves and build up our houses. You see what I'm saying? Who got flyers? Did you get a flyer? Somebody get the sister a flyer. What I want you to do, check this information out on this flyer. If you got any questions, we are here every Friday and Saturday, right? Where you from? Corpus Christi? Okay. All right, before you get that, like I said, we got YouTube channels, we got contact information in Instagram, all right? What I suggest you do, like I said, growing up in a church, we see all this folly, it can be, like I said, it leads us away from it. If you have a Bible, awesome, read it. If you don't, I highly recommend you go get it and read it. Because this book was written by our forefathers. You see what I'm saying? Or you can download the app on your phone. You know, because when you read this Bible, like the trade and the slave trade, you know about that, right? You know that's in the Bible? Did you know that's in the Bible? Would you like to hear about it real quick? All right. Well, no, not debating. It's just us giving you the information. All right. What do you got? So we gonna leave it on that because I know you say you gotta go. But if I can get one last one, all right. Give me Deuteronomy 26. Get the nitty-gritty. 26. Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Are you familiar with Moses and he walked up to Pharaoh, let my people go? Now his people were slaves in Egypt. Right? The word Egypt comes from a Hebrew word matazar, meaning double straits or between the rock and the hard. So just like, is there a dangerous place in Corpus? Yeah, is there like a place that people just shouldn't go? Okay. All right. Well, so people that were slaves, they associated Egypt with slavery, right? Go on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He's going to put you in slavery again on ships. Who went to slavery on ships? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You're not going to see that slavery in Egypt. Talking about a new Egypt. Go on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Are you sold? Read.
For bondmen
Slave man.
and bondwomen
Slave woman.
and no man shall buy you.
Meaning no man shall redeem you out the situation that you're in. So hard affliction is in the Bible, but check out the information, all right?
It gives